Okay, so Wimpy Kid the movie came to Disney Plus as a Disney Plus original. This is done, and a lot of it is done by the original author Jeff Kinney. And I was interested in this project because I have read all the Wimpy Kid books, every single one. I have read all of Jeff Kinney's books, and I have also seen every movie. So I was looking forward to this. It seemed very interesting to me, and it could be potentially very good. So here's my thoughts on it. I'm Braden. This is Max Reviews, and I'm going to be telling you my thoughts on this movie. As I told you, just in general, I was slightly looking forward to it. It had potential. I like the movies better than the books, the original 3 movies. Some of the books, I really like some of them, like The Getaway, Cabin Fever, Meltdown, and Dog Days. I really like those. Some of them I don't like so much, such as, let me think. I don't like the 11th one, Double Down, and I don't like, the 7th one where he's trying to get a date. But I've read them all multiple times, and I've seen the movies many, many, many times. So let's start talking about the good for this movie, and I thought that the animation was unique. I don't really 100% like it that much, but I thought the animation was unique. I thought that some of the new scenes that they're in there, they made me laugh just a little bit, like some of the banter between the teenagers, little scenes. I think that the story overall, although slightly convoluted, might have been executed better, with Greg and Rowley getting back together at the end. That felt more earned. The little main music for it's just nice. And it doesn't overstay its welcome. It just tells a simple story like the book, and is only an hour long, and I think that's all it needed to be. I don't think it needed to be any bit longer. It's just a simple movie. Some of the animation can look very good, like where the family's sitting down for dinner and just eating pasta. It looks very cool. And then just some of the interesting music cues and the certain way that they have the animation done. It could be, I would say, cute and unique. Okay, we gotta get into the bad here immediately, and I gotta say, the story, I know it's done by Jeff Kinney, but the story, I have seen it so many times in the first movie, in the first book, and it's basically reading the book except for a bit worse, or watching the original movie except for it's a bit worse, and it just sort of, I don't know, it's just the same thing. It has no very big spark. It's the same simple story. It doesn't really change anything up too much. It's just the simple Wimpy Kid original one. And they're going to be coming out with the second one, and if they keep doing them, I would be very, very, very interested in seeing, like, a Cabin Fever, or, like, a Last Straw unique one, or even if they got all the way in, like, 10 years from now, if they did, like, a Meltdown, I would be very interested in seeing that. But the first one has been done the most, and that now it's been done twice, and I feel like this might be the right way to reboot it, like little movies, if they continue to do this. But if it's just like these 1, 2, 3, if they make like 3 movies, then no. I want them to like keep making them and keep going through the books with Jeff Kinney, and this is how we can make some money, this is how we can be entertained. But for this first book, there is almost nothing changed. It's just the same exact thing. Whereas the books, when they change the movies, when they change thing, it was always for the better. Except for in the 4th movie, and you'll hear my thoughts on that. I'm going to do a ranking tomorrow, and you could hear my full extended thoughts on all the movies. And I guess maybe I could rank the books if that video does well enough, if you guys really want to see more Wimpy Kid stuff. But I gotta say, for this movie, it's just the same basic thing. Rowley, I think, is more dislikable when everything happens, because they have it that Greg created the Zooey Mama, and Rowley is the one that takes it, and he takes it from Greg and then does his own thing. I don't know if that was in the books, and I know it wasn't in the movies, but I just don't like that plot point at all. And then just keep going on the bad. Everything has been done before, and when it was showing it, I was kept thinking like, yeah, this is from the first one, and I remember from the first one, the movie, the live action film, and it was better. And so Disney acquiring Wimpy Kid, I think it's for the better after what happened with Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, but this could be potentially a very interesting and just cool sort of Wimpy Kid series where we go through all the books into movies. But right now, I have the first one memorized the most. Whenever you start the series, whether you finish the series or not, you start with the first one. And so I have read it the most, probably. I've seen that movie, not the most, but I have it, like, memorized in my head because I love it so much and I've seen it so many times. But just redoing it like this, I wasn't a fan, unfortunately. And, I think it might have been slightly good for some parts, but it's just pretty generic. It is an hour long, so that's good. If this was like 2 hours, it would just be torture. It was just a quick sit down, watch it, sit up, do you change? No. But, that's about my main just thoughts on it. If I had to go more into the bad, like, there's no big changes that the author made. He might have modernized a few details. There's a bunch of really cool Easter eggs in the background. If you're saying you see Stomp out bullying and Greg's pet game that he has in the background. Just these little details that you notice if you read the books. So I would recommend this as my final thoughts here. I would recommend this to people that are fans of the first book. Maybe people that are new, but for lifelong fans kind of a thing, this could be interesting in the future, but right now this isn't that great. On the letters score for overall, I think it's just a C. On the entertainment scale, I think it's a 7.5. And if you're a fan of the books, then you should probably check this one out. If you're a fan of just the movies, then no, skip it. Thank you for doing that. Just comment down below what you think of it, because I want to know what people are thinking. This is a very interesting movie for me. I don't think it's all going to be positive, but I don't think it's all going to be negative. So leave your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe to Max Reviews if you want to hear more about this, and give a like. If this gets, we'll say, 5 likes, then I'll rank all the Wimpy Kid books. I'm Brayden. This is Max Reviews. Brayden out.